This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Bash final. It is the Sydney Derby. We've just come off 133 in the semi-final against Adelaide, so hopefully we can go and carry that on. Batting first here today, needing a good score on the board to put pressure on the Sydney Thunder, and hopefully that is exactly what we are going to go and do. So yeah, last time around, if you haven't seen it already, we managed to score a massive 133 opening the batting. Came off about just 48 deliveries. We were absolutely smashing it. Got us through, got us enough. We won the semi-final by 35 runs. Got the chance to play in the final against the Thunder. I don't know if this has actually ever happened, because I know the Sydney Sixers have won the Big Bash League. I think they won BBL 2. But the Sydney Thunder have been one of those teams that haven't really been that great in the Big Bash. You know, they just haven't really delivered. Nick Maddinson, he's on form today. And that's kind of what happened last time as well. Last time, I gave Nick Maddinson a bit of the strike early on. Compared to what I normally do, normally hog the strike. And it seemed to work quite well, because he went out, played aggressive. I think he scored like a quick 20-odd maybe, and then went and got out. The wickets tumbled around him, and it kind of made me went and just play, you know, a little bit more, I guess, I'm just trying to think of the word, a little bit more, like construct my innings a little bit better, which is what we went and did, and obviously scored 133, so something went right along the way. But we started off well here, 9 off the first 4 balls. Be interesting to see what happens in the end. Oh, they've pushed that guy back. I was going to say, if you wanted to, you could almost take 2 there every time, just nudging it down the ground, a nice wee nudge. And that's what happens when you hit that 4 first or second ball. So hopefully we'll be trying to get off strike here, try and work it through cover, which is what we have been doing quite successfully in recent times. And we've gone and done it there again. So I'm gonna try race for 3. I was going to say, we should get there quite easy. This time they actually go to the danger end, but good running from Cliffy. 13 off the first over, and the Sixers have started off well. And we actually didn't, we weren't actually chosen to, well, we didn't choose to bat first. Sydney Thunder chose to bowl, so maybe that's their theory, that they'll go out, bowl first in a final. As I said, that's not my theory. I'm more of a guy who prefers in a final or a knockout game, go out, bat first, runs on the board, and you'll do it from there. You know, you'll go and put pressure on the side. In a final, I don't think it really matters what type of pitch you're playing on. You know, if you're playing on a pitch that is a really good pitch and you still only managed to go and score 160, you're still going to be in with a very good shot, you know, because you've got those runs on the board. And all it takes is a couple of early wickets, get the openers back in the hut quickly, and all of it, ooh, that's dangerous. That ball almost went straight through him. I think it hit him and then came back down through his legs. But you get those openers back in the hut very quickly, and all of a sudden, you know, you are in the driver's seat. You can start getting some quick overs in. You bring the spinners in, you know, after the power plays or even during the power plays. If you've got a couple of guys who can go and bowl spin, get through overs quickly for you, all of a sudden, you know, they're needing 100 off the last 10 overs. And they've lost a few wickets. So wickets in hand isn't ideal. We're just nudging this into the gaps, just picking up 2s. The timing, again, is not quite there, and that's kind of how it started off last episode as well. Last episode, we just didn't really have the timing, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't really work for us until, I guess, after the power plays. When the power plays finished, we started to get the timing, started to be hitting the ball around a hell of a lot nicer, and because of that, we went and picked up a very good total as well. So, a good over this from Sandhu so far. Only the 6 off it. Final ball. Ooh, that's a nice shot. That one's well timed. That is going to race away for 4. So I think that is actually our first 4 that we've got of the innings. And we get that one there away. So well done there to Cliffy, making the over a wee bit better. So 10 off that one, which is very promising. So 23 so far for none off the first couple of overs. And we do actually have time. Today, we've got a lot of time. I know it is the final in this game, but a lot of time to go and talk about results. There were a few games that actually happened around the world. One test match and a one-day international as well. So we'll start off with the test match, which obviously is in the Australian, well, I guess, frame of mind, shall we say. Australia versus West Indies in the second test. Australia destroying it in, I think it was day 4. I think they smashed it. And that one there, speaking of day 4, that one has gone for 4. Cliffy's raced on to 20, just like that. But, yeah, back to what I was saying. Australia, I think they bowled West Indies out for about 100 or so in that second innings. Just a really dominating performance. And I think this series is good. You know, they've gone and won 2-0, but I think it has gone and created a few selection headaches for the Australians coming into the Ashes. I think more in the bowling department than anything, because a lot of people saying, and I did actually mention this not too long ago in a video, just about the Australian bowling pool that they've got at the moment. And a lot of people saying that Ryan Harris and Mitchell Johnson are going to be the two guys that are starting. And then the likes of Josh Hazlewood, Mitchell Starc, Peter Siddle are going to be fighting it out for that third seamer role. And a lot of people said that now, obviously, with Johnson and Starc bowling well in the test and Hazlewood bowling well in the test as well, is there a spot for Ryan Harris? And I think Ryan Harris is one of those guys who has been I believe Australia's premier test bowler over the past, 12 to 18 months. So I can't see him getting dropped. But Josh Hazlewood did put in a very good effort and got a very good haul. He got 5 for in the first innings in this test match. So it's going to be very hard to go and drop him as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens come first Ashes test with the Australian bowlers. And so enough about that. Obviously, Australia smashed it. Steve Smith, 199, I believe, in the first innings. Couldn't quite crack the 200. I don't think he has scored a 200 in... oh, that's a nice wee shot from Nick Maddison. I don't think he scored a 200 in tests. Yeah, 199. So he actually joins quite an elusive club. And I actually saw a photo the other day of some players who'd been stuck on 199 in test matches. And there are a whole lot of good names in there as well. So... that is good. Now, moving on to the next topic of discussion, New Zealand-England, where New Zealand have clawed back. They lost the first one day. They've come back now and got a 2-1 lead, and that is mainly due to the fact of Ross Taylor picking up back-to-back hundreds in these last 2 games. Kane Williamson also hit, I believe it was 118 from memory. Nice wee outside edge there. Sandu is going to pick up a wicket, and this partnership is going to be broken for 42. No point reviewing that. A nice wee, well, I wouldn't say it was a thin edge, but an edge nonetheless, which has gone and carried through to the keeper. In comes Marcus North. But yeah, England, I think, set about 302. 302? I think they only batted for about 46 overs, but scored 302. Everyone kind of just got starts for them, but nobody really went to push it on. I think Ben Stokes, Joe Root, and Ewan Morgan all scored 50s. Josh Butler, I think, chimed in for about 30-odd. And I think the difference in this total here, and what could have been a bigger total for the English, was how we bowled, I think, to the tail enders. Like, the tail in this series have done pretty well for England, and I don't know whether that's just due to the fact of the pitches that they're playing on, or maybe poor bowling. But we really did keep them down today, which is good, because that is what really has been costing us, towards the back end of the innings so far. And that has gone for 4 for Marcus North. So he's picked up 2 4s in his first 3 deliveries. But I know Rashid got a duck, and not really anyone else contributed too much with the bat down low, which was good. It allowed us to go and keep it to a respectable total, and one that we went and chased down in the end. I think we chased it down with about 6 balls left and 3 wickets in hand. So, as I said, Ross Taylor back-to-back ODI centuries. I think he's gone back-to-back before. So potentially can he go and do it again? And Kane Williamson just carrying on his form. He is going to smash, that guy. He is going to smash so many New Zealand batting records. Like, I'm pretty sure he already has smashed some of them, but he has got such a bright future ahead of him. And also another notable mention would be young Ben Wheeler, who's making his debut that's gone straight to that man in close. I don't know who that is. But yeah, he made his debut on last night. He picked up, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 wickets. He was a wee bit expensive, went for about 60 odd, but that's not too bad, because I mean they were playing on a pitch that was quite a good pitch, and that's a nice shot. I think that's the only one that I haven't really played through the covers. It's gone straighter than all the rest. Yeah, so he was on debut with Trent Boult. I think he's got some kind of, there's something wrong with his back, which is, a bit of a concern, because we do have a big summer coming up, so hopefully he can shoot back to New Zealand and recover very quickly. I mean, he has had a lot of bowling when you think about it, in the last, even the last 6 months. You think the start of this year, the World Cup and all that, and he has had a lot of bowling, so hopefully he can have a speedy recovery and he's not on the sidelines for too long, because he is an outstanding bowler for us in both, I guess, the Test and the one-day arena. I haven't really seen him too much as a T20 bowler, but I don't think we should go and overexpose him. I think he's a guy who we need to go, and he is our best Test bowler. and he's turning into our best one-day bowler as well. So I don't think we really need him in T20s. We've got enough good T20 bowlers. We've got enough young bowlers in the country as well coming up that can go and play in T20s. But we'll just have to wait and see. At the end of the day, I'm not a selector, so I don't go and make that call. No, I was going to come back for a second there, but no point in running. So that's all the cricket, I believe, that's gone on. There was actually an incident in the domestic T20 game featuring a guy who was playing in this game, Moises Enriquez. I think he actually had a clash, an on-field clash with someone. I don't know if it was his teammate or an opposition player, but yeah, had a clash on the field, and so I think both of them have actually been rushed to hospital. So hopefully for both of them, they have a nice, wee, speedy recovery. The game was actually abandoned. I actually just read that this morning when I was shooting through my Facebook news feed. So yeah, hopefully a speedy recovery for those two, and they can be back playing cricket before long. No! How did I play that onto my stumps? I was trying to play it through cover. So no 50, no 100 for us, but a good solid start. We get 36, and hopefully we can go. We've capitalised on this. We've almost batted through to the batting power play, but hopefully our players can go and capitalise on this good start that we've had. Sandhu, I thought he had actually gone and picked up 5 wickets there. Not really the case. This game is going to go down to the wire, folks. I think the Sydney Sixers have won. It is a pink banister that we've got. We've done it. We have done it. Where is my Sydney Sixers top? Where is it? I don't have a Sydney Sixers top, but I got a pink top. Hang on. I should have worn this for the episode. It was the final, but it's cold, and I've got a bit of a cold. Sandhu getting man of the match, 4 for 36, but he didn't do enough. Personally, I would have given it to Josh Hazlewood. He bowled 4 for 14, outstanding. But as you can see, we'll put that up there, boys. It is the Northern Lights, but we'll just cover that up, so you can't see. The Sydney Sixers doing it, winning the Big Bash League by 13 runs. That is beautiful. That is just absolutely outstanding. That's what we like to see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video here. Do hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to have, tomorrow is Tuesday, some Pairs Master League, carrying on with that. We're about a quarter of the way through the season, so getting through that series quite quickly. Then on Wednesday, the big one, my career episode 100. It's going to be an absolute crack of an episode. Thank you for all the support. We'll catch you guys then. Hope you had a good weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.